In this lecture, we're going to be talking about some accountability systems to hold yourself accountable when it comes to the speed reading process. For you to achieve your goal, you need to keep the consistency. And for you to keep the consistency, you need to keep this accountability system going. You need to hold yourself accountable to achieving your speed reading goal. So how do we ensure consistency? Well, for you to make sure that you will follow through with the speed reading program and process and get the best out of it, you need, as we said, to hold yourself accountable. And of course, there are ways to do that. First and foremost, we have personal accountability. Nobody can hold you accountable as much as you can hold yourself accountable. You need to set a goal. You can follow the SMART rules, SMART goals, and organization and planning systems to make sure that you keep this personal accountability system going. If, for example, you had planned on your schedule that you're going to be practicing speed reading for an hour on a certain day, and you have something coming up that night that you're really excited about, and you feel like you're not that engaged and you feel like you don't really feel like doing these speed reading exercises that you set out on your calendar or on your schedule, it is good to hold yourself accountable by saying, if I don't do this half hour or hour of speed reading exercises, I will not go out tonight. And since you're very excited to do whatever you have to do that evening, you will start pushing yourself into following up with the exercises and make sure that you do what you have to do. Now, in case this doesn't work, you can leverage some external resources, which is friends and family accountability. It is worthwhile to share your goals with friends or family depending on who you feel most comfortable sharing these information or these goals with, and ask them to hold you accountable to follow through with your goals and your tasks. So if in the evening you are going out with a sibling or friend, talk to them beforehand and tell them that you have something you need to do, and that in case you don't do it, hold me accountable and make sure that I do it before I go out. This kind of external leverage pressure on you can help you follow through with your goals. Now, a much more engaging and interesting system you can use is joining a book club. The club will choose a certain book, and they will decide that after 7 days, everybody's going to meet up and discuss a certain chapter in a certain book. Now, by default, when you join a book club and you want to be there and be engaged, you will have to read this chapter, which will reinforce your accountability. And lastly, visual and written accountability systems. It is a very powerful tool to commit your goals to visual analysis and written accountability. For instance, instead of having a booklet or a calendar or a notebook where you write your goals or your to-do list, and you have to open it and see that you missed your training session for speed reading, you can put sticky notes in front of you that reminds you, that have this visual influence on you, this visual accountability that reminds you you need to do certain speed reading exercises today or whenever it is scheduled for you. It is very similar to the written accountability, where when you wake up every day, you write down on a piece of paper that you will be doing this, and that based on the SMART goals system we discussed. And this can be what you're going to write on the sticky note before putting it in front of you on your desk or on your computer.